Now, another great myth that exists out there and people kind of follow.
Great isn't horrible.
Generally, most myths are horrible. I've never heard a good myth, really. Well, maybe the Loch Ness Monster, that was a good myth. But besides that, actually, there's another myth that says calories in, calories out. So whatever calories you come in, you expend.
It's all that matters.
Law of thermodynamics, and there is something to that. However,
Right.
it doesn't really apply to someone who's trying to build muscle.
Only one small problem is that calories don't actually exist. They're a unit of measure. They're not a thing. We don't burn calories. We burn ATP. So there's a bit of a fly in the ointment in that analogy. And then the energy balance theory by itself doesn't work because all food is not created equal. Simply taking, well, let's first of all explain what a calorie is. A calorie is a piece of anything that you stick into a calorimeter, incinerate it, and it's how much it raises the water temperature. So we know that Atwater did this experiment about 100 years ago and put in carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and the numbers that we see today, the 944, isn't actually an exact number.
No.
They're rounded out because he equated for digestion and a few other factors, so he just simplified it. But the fascinating thing about Atwater, because he was employed by the USDA when he created the calorie thing, he wrote an article to them and said basically, hey, this is an interesting observation, but do not use this in any way, shape, or form because humans don't burn calories. Atwater himself said that to the USDA. The USDA apparently decided.
And what did they do?
Yeah.
They used it.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely correct, Grant. And actually, what's interesting is that nutrients work differently in the body. Protein causes more thermic effect. So you have a greater thermic effect for digestion, like you said.
That breaks it down.
Yeah, like you said, if you put food in a bomb calorimeter, that's not your digestive tract. And that's not the individual
Except
person.
for that guy with the iron stomach. That guy.
That guy is an exception, but most people are not. So, you look at the different types of fats even as well.
Right.
It's stimulating prostaglandins, other things in their body that affect hormones.
Well, hormones is where it all is because we got to, at the end of the day, realize that that's how we absorb calories, that the hormones that are elicited from it, and we eat foods in combination. So we don't eat singular foods. Very rarely do we ever do that. So it's really the energy balance theory or the calorie myth is not something you should be following for any stretch. Count nutrients, understand how the nutrients serve your body, and understand how many nutrients you need for your lean body mass.
It's macronutrient ratio all the way. Go with that. And again, customization to your body. Every body is different, so you got to do what works for you.
Right.
By the way, Grant, do you know how to make a hormone? Don't pay her. Anyway, guys, a little side note. But again, calories in, calories out.
Right.
Look at macronutrient ratio.
And understand your lean body mass because that's what you're feeding.
Absolutely. Boom.